Hey everybody. All right, here we go with round two. This hand's a little weak, but I'm going to keep it. We were on the draw. So you look at it. Hey, we have, lands and spells, and we can cast most of what we draw. Um, so leading off with the painted bluffs are not ideal, especially if our opponent's on a red-white deck. They can be pretty aggressive. So we'll see how this goes. It also means, we have, I think you can miss two drops to an extent in this format, but you need a three drop. So, we have three draw steps to find one. And instead, it looks like we're going to just draw some more land. So hopefully we'll be able to get out of this here without too much damage before we get to our four drop. Which unfortunately is a much better attacking four drop than a defending four drop. All right, we'll fall to 18. Okay, well, it's a pretty good curve from him. This is not at all what we wanted to draw. And maybe I was supposed to mulligan. I don't know, though. Like, the hand had four lands. It had good cards in it. Um, you know, we have a million three drops in our deck, so it feels pretty unlucky to miss on it three turns in a row, but we are going to take a bunch of damage now, so that's pretty unfortunate. Our opponent, for his parts, had a pretty good curve. Wow. An incredible curve, actually. We draw on exactly one non-land card. Well, if he has removal, I think we're probably dead. But I don't think playing Electrify here saves us. Yeah, I mean we have two drops. We have three drops. So I mean, most of our deck is three drops. You know, the hand had the ability to lose to this, but I think the odds. I mean, I think we were supposed to keep. So, yep, he's got the removal. We take 7-9. Yep, we're dead. That's pretty silly. It's our own deck not cooperating more than anything. Wow, we literally drew four. Okay, well, guess that's one way to play Magic right there. All right, now we know what we're looking at, and these look like they'll be pretty good. All right, what won't be good? This guy at least cycles. These guys probably aren't great, given that we need to be playing defense here. Yeah, look at that. We had three. Well, even if you just count like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 cards to draw that we could have cast. We had cyclers, so that feels a little unlucky to be honest. This is probably not the worst. This fog is probably not the worst here. The spider seems pretty good. Um, the croc seems meh, but whatever. Maybe we can just cut another 5 drop. I really think it looks like we want to just play defense in this matchup. And he's not going to have any flyers, so we can cut that. Okay, well, let's see if this goes any better. Game 1, we didn't really get to play. Well, I guess this is a 2-3 on turn 3, and then we can remove it. So, got all of our colors. This is a better hand. The first time I've played against, I mean, this is the second draft I've ever done. It didn't do any pre-releases or anything. Wasn't able to. Just had to work. So, I don't have a ton of experience, but I now know that red-white can kill you pretty fast. I don't know yet how important two drops are in this format either. There are some formats where you just absolutely have to have a two drop or you're going to die, but then there's some where it's, not necessarily all that important. I like what we've got going on here, though. Seems pretty solid. Pretty decent set of cards so far. Want to curve this into the 4 drop to remove the counter and have a 3-4. And then we'll have a cartouche to turn after that. Or if he taps out, we might have a cartouche this turn. Just depends. So he gets... Okay, well. Sure. I guess you get a 1-1 out of it for 1 mana. And you get the first +1 first strike. This card might actually be pretty good. Oh, not blocking. Oh, good. He is going to tap out, so we can kill this. Oh, man. Look at that. I don't think that's worth it. Not when we can just play the cartouche and kill this guy. Just sort of a 2-for-1 in itself. Not completely, but... But it is pretty good. Alright, that guy's down. Our guy survives. We're at 17. He's got 2-1. Makes stuff unblockable. But we're in a spot now, too, where our guy's a 3-4. Depending on what he plays, we might be able to clear up more of his board if he plays more stuff with 3 or less. Which seems pretty likely out of a red-white deck, to be honest. So this could work out pretty well for us. And then we can still get the counter off our guy later, or at some point with this quarry hauler. That would be the dream if you were to just play some sort of 3 toughness or less creature that he taps out for here. I'll definitely... Okay, yep, that's fine to say. I'll definitely block. But if he's doing this to get in, it tells me he probably is going to tap out, since he didn't want to use a combat trick there, if he even had one, or removal. So if he doesn't have combat tricks or removal, it means he's probably playing a creature. Perfect. Alright, goodbye, creatures. Just a 2-for-1, not a 3-for-1 since the warrior doesn't count, but pretty good overall. We'll get in there for 3, finally start our attack. Now I don't want to draw any more lands because I do have 6 now. And he missed land drops, so he means he's sitting on gas. So we've definitely stabilized well, but you know, there is more to the story here. And he has, what's the answer this time? Okay. Interesting. So that card is very good, but he flashed it in. Is it going to work? We're in his main phase. It did not attack or block this turn. I wonder if he misunderstood what that card did. I would absolutely like to draw. Oh, we've been sent a message. Yep. Sorry, friend. Alright, well, we'll get in here for 3. We'll play this guy. I'm saving the hauler because I'd like to get value one way or another. You know, he could play a creature that comes into play with the -1/-1 counter. Because red does have some of those, and then we could proliferate it or whatever. Flash Cheetah, okay. Well, I guess I just attack with both. Because he shouldn't be able to kill my 3/4, and if he wants to block the other thing to kill it, double block, we can pump it 3 times, I think, and trade. Right? So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then filter. And I think I'm fine using my turn like that. It clears his board. Oh wait, does it work like that? So this is 1, 2, yeah, and then I have 3 left. I don't know if that's correct or not, but I think it's fine. Because he can embalm the thing, but it's whatever. He takes damage, and if he wants to embalm it, then, you know, that takes his whole turn. In the meantime, we still get in for 3. And maybe it would have been better to just play the guy there. But these are good stats, and especially given how tight he is on mana, they stay very good stats if we don't let him build up a board, which is why him double blocking keeps him from building up a board, and now we have another free attack. And now I think I will go ahead and just play this. Seems like we're at that time. remove, please. Alright, get in for 4. And then I'll play Flash Cheat at the end of the turn, I think. There's also maybe a different line there where you play the Insider and the Flash Cheetah, and then next turn you play the Quarry Hauler. That might have been better, I'm not sure. This got him more damage now, and we get it's less conspicuous. He finally found his 4th land. I bet this card's pretty good. I mean, it's a bear, it trades with things, and it target creature with power 2 or less. Yeah, I mean, it can definitely, you can get in there, and then you can pump stuff. It can definitely push through damage. Like, I would have been happy to play one in this deck, I think. We don't have that many creatures with power 2 or less, I guess, but still. Right, he wants to do nothing. I want to play Flash Cheetah, though. And now I want to swing with everything. I don't know the combat tricks. I don't know what that much mana, that mana there could represent. Apparently it represents nothing. Okay, well, we got game 2. We got run over in game 1. Won game 2 pretty well. I'm still pretty happy with these, I think. I don't think that's good. This card might be good in general, but I don't think it's good in our deck. This is a 3/4 for 4 is honestly not the worst. Like, if this guy is a 4/3 with haste, this 3/4 might be better. It feels weird to say that, but I think it might be true. Because it blocks a lot better, but these are it might be worse than this card. Or better than this card, rather. I mean, it has haste, but again, I think we're playing defense, especially now that we're on the draw. I just want as much toughness as possible out there. So we'll try that. I don't know if that's correct or not, but we'll see. And we're going to start things off by mulliganing, so that's fun. Okay, guess we keep this one. Well, it's a creature. I'm actually going to man. I guess I have to keep a creature. Hope that we can do some work with this thing. I'm tempted to bottom that, but then if we just draw a land or something, we're just not going to be able to play at all, so I don't know if we can get away with that. Our opponent was able to keep. There's no 1-drop, okay. We're really hoping this Blazing Volley is good, but even if he just has a 2-drop and it trades with his 2-drop, that at least buys us a lot of time. Perfect. Oh, nice, actually. That's great. Are we to take his creature, get our cultivator out here? Nice, okay, we have blocks set up. Next turn we can either cash it in or even spidery grasp it, depending on what happens. And might just have value as a blocker. Oh. Cool. Don't think we're gonna beat that one. Yep. Well, that's magic, I guess. That's unfortunate. And we can probably kill some stuff with the Sweltering Suns. Yeah, honestly, I mean, sure. We're going to take a bunch of damage from this. I don't know how we're ever going to kill it. But maybe we can handle the rest of his stuff. I'm going to go ahead and block and cash my guy in. Silly, silly mythics. Alright, well, let's hope to draw something big here. Ah, man. This entire game changes with, you know, I brought in the 3/4 over the 4/3 haste. I mean, the 5/4 who puts a counter on stuff, but kind of counter on target permanent. Oh, I can remove a counter from it. Got him. Got him, Gideon. That might be relevant. That haste guy would have been pretty good, though, to swing at. I guess I would have just traded. Well, no, we could have kept the cult if we'd had it in hand. But it's not what I sideboarded for any of this stuff anyway, so it doesn't matter. Still can't block the Gideon, though. So we're just taking a bunch of damage for the foreseeable future, which is not ideal. Thresher Lizard. Just a lizard, not a weird lizard hawk, a wizard lion, wizard eagle, whatever. Just an actual lizard. Guess they have some of those on Amonkhet at least. And we have camels. Can't forget about the camels. I guess we did one. If we count this, we did 1 damage to Gideon. So if we lose this game to Gideon, we will have at least touched it. We will have 6 mana next turn, so actually, depending on what he plays here, good stuff could happen. Well, he just. Oh, no, we're just dead. Doesn't matter. Game just ended. I was going to say we could have spider. If he had made Gideon a dude, we could have spidery grasped a bit, and then Sweltering Suns to kill 2 of his creatures and actually attacked Gideon to kill it. But him having this probably just means we lost the game. Okay, right on time, right after we play that. I guess this actually has the same thing going for it, though. Same idea. Oh, no, because it's a tooth. Well, yeah, I mean, it's still the same idea. Depending on what happens, we could wipe his board and kill Gideon. So we're not out of the game yet. This game is very close to being out of reach, but it's not out of reach yet. Alright, so if he plays something, then we can Sweltering Suns. And Spidery Grasp our guy up to 4, and he turns Gideon into a creature and attacks us. Okay, that works so far. Now all we need is if he turns Gideon into a creature. Oh my gosh, he did. Okay. Alright, fingers crossed. I mean, we still have to take a billion damage this turn, so it's bad no matter what here, but... Go down to 5. Alright, let's see what his last card is. We'll take the only line we have. Oh, this is a 4/4 now. Oh, because he has 1 card in hand. Oh, we're real dead. That's a blowout, actually. So if we'd had it last turn, it would have worked. I mean, we still had to take this line. We still have to take the line. We still have to go to 1. I mean, we're dead. We're going to lose to Gideon in almost all circumstances here. Even this last card is a land, but... So this card's decent. 3/2, that becomes a 4/4 if you go down to 1 card in hand. Man, we were so close too. If we had been able to pull this trick off last turn, we actually could have killed the Gideon. We drew our cards in an unfortunate order also. Like, even if we had this and could have removed the counter, that would have helped. We wouldn't have had to burn our Spidery Grasp. He's taking pretty hard, but alright. We've also drawn 7 lands, which isn't great. Oh, he just has cards anyway, so it doesn't matter. Okay, we've died. Well, good games. Sometimes you lose to mythics. In this case, we mulligan, flooded out, and lost to a mythic, but that's the way it goes. So, good Magic. We had a good deck, but Gideon is past the trials. So, good match.